but it's so drinkable. I mean, you can see by the full level. I've had quite a few drams of this already, and it's just such an easy drinker. And as I said, it's just highly enjoyable, and just one that I would definitely share with friends. I think they would be very pleased to get something like this. Definitely a bit of a crowd pleaser in my opinion. Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got something a little bit different for you guys. So when I entered the ballot for the Lafroig 18-year-old on Thompson Bros website, I stumbled upon this bottle as well, and I saw it was for £35 and I thought it was worth a go, so I entered a ballot for it and won it. And it's something a little bit different and something I've never had before. So this is a Canadian corn whiskey, distilled in Canada, bottled in Scotland, aged over 8 years, and number of bottles is 211 bottles. Cask maturation is 2 Oloroso octaves, bottled at 50% ABV, non-chill filtered natural colour, as always with Thompson Bros. So yeah, I thought for £35 it was well worth the punt, and I was interested to try it because I've never tried anything like this before. So let's just get straight into the tasting notes and see what we get on the nose with this one. Okay, so it's rich, sweet, lots of toffee, caramel, fudge, those types of notes. Molasses, treacle, some dried fruit character as well. Definitely some influence from the sherry octaves. There's some influence from the wood as well. Some picking up some woodiness, some oak. There's a little bit of prickle there, a little bit of alcohol prickle, bit of chilli heat. But yeah, just very sweet, very rich and inviting. Quite a lovely nose. Christmas cake. It reminds me of Christmas, this dram. Right, so let's just get straight into the tasting notes and see what we get on the palate. Some nice spiciness there from the barrel. So that's just lovely. Syrupy texture. Starts out quite oily and creamy. Loads and loads of sweet notes. Treacle, molasses, a little bit of vanilla. If I didn't know that this was a Canadian corn whiskey, I would probably guess this is a bourbon. That would be my first guess. Toffee, caramel, just really sweet. And then you get some obvious spiciness from the barrel. Some woodiness, some oak, a little bit of wood tannins. A little bit of fruit, so some apricots, some plumminess. There's this real sort of Christmas vibe to this, Christmas cake, Christmas loaf, that sort of thing. Just very sweet and syrupy. Just lovely, absolutely lovely. Let's just try it with a few drops of water, so I'm just going to add a couple of drops and see if that changes the profile at all. Finish is starting to fade a little bit, so it hasn't got a very long finish, but I would say it's a more medium finish with all those sweet notes. Complexity wise, it's definitely not the most complex of drams, but for £35 I wouldn't expect expect too much complexity from this, but it's just a lovely sort of Christmassy dram in my opinion. Let's just see if the 2 drops of water have changed the profile. So still has loads and loads of caramel, toffee, molasses, but a bit more oak on the nose, so definitely a bit more wood. Yeah, the profile hasn't changed too much, but as I said, definitely more oak. Okay, so let's just have a wee taste with the 2 drops of water. Get more pepper and chili spice in the finish. So again, creamy, good texture, perhaps not quite as oily in the arrival at its natural strength of 50%, but still getting all those beautiful sweet tones, caramel, fudge, molasses and treacle, dried fruit character, some apricots, some plums, a little bit of golden syrup leading into the finish. With those few drops of water, it does add a little bit more oak. Not overly oaked, but it's definitely more prominent. And then you get those mix of spices at the end, pepper and chili. I think I prefer this at its natural strength of 50% ABV. I think for me personally, there's a little bit less oak on the palate. There's definitely more oak with those 2 drops of water. So again, it's probably a dram you could experiment with. You know, if you prefer a bit more oak, then just add some water. If you don't want the oak and you want a bit more balance, just keep it at its natural strength. It warms you up really nicely. I mean, as I said, not the most complex of drams, but it's so drinkable. I mean, you can see by the full level. I've had quite a few drams of this already, and it's just such an easy drinker. And as I said, it's just highly enjoyable, and just one that I would definitely share with friends. I think they would be very pleased to get something like this. Definitely a bit of a crowd pleaser in my opinion. And for £35, great bang for buck. Excellent value in my opinion. And it's non-chill filtered natural colour as well to boot. So I got this via ballot. It's only 211 bottles, so not a lot going around. But I think this will probably hit the retailers at some point soon, hopefully. And if you see it, definitely pick it up. For £35, definitely, in my opinion, one of the better value drams I've had in recent times. I can't think of another dram that I've had for £35 that has been as nice as this. But just a lovely, Christmassy, enjoyable dram, guys. Okay. And another excellent release from Thompson Bros. Okay guys, so if you enjoy my content, then please like, comment and subscribe. It's always appreciated. But as usual guys, there's not much else to say except have a fantastic day. I'll see all of you again soon. So take care guys. Cheers.